guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would film a little bit of a fun video. I wanted to do like a this or that type of video where we do a little battle between the BH Cosmetics Blueberry Muffin palette and the BH Cosmetics Bubblegum palette from their Sweet Shops collection. Now these are from two different lines. This one came out more recently and it's part of their like breakfast themed collections. So I also have the avocado toast palette from that collection, and I have the pistachio palette from the Sweet Shop collection that BH launched. These two palettes I believe are basically sold out, so you can't get them. So I'm wondering if maybe you can achieve the same look with the blueberry muffin palette. Now, I did not do the same thing with the green palettes. I've actually already filmed a video with the avocado palette as well as the pistachio palette. So I think I will post the green eyeshadow palette videos after the blue one. So in case you guys notice that it's like a little bit weird and out of order, that's why. But I just had this idea because I'm like, why am I filming two different videos with these palettes? Let me just compare them. So I've done one eye look with one of these palettes and the other eye look with the other palette, and I'm gonna get into the demo. But first I want to do swatches. So I'm gonna swatch both of these palettes, and this is what the blueberry muffin palette looks like. It is available on Ulta's website, so I will link it down in my description box in case you guys are interested in purchasing this palette. It will be an affiliate code, so I will make a small commission if you purchase using my links, and I do appreciate that because it helps me put right back into my channel. Okay guys, let's swatch. I'm so excited. I literally just got this palette this week, so I've been waiting for the weekend to film this video, and my friend Angie has been raving about this palette, which I'm sure is why a lot of you even clicked on this video, because I think a lot of us have been inspired by Angie to purchase this palette. So yeah, now it's time to see if she was right about the palette. So here are the first 5 shades. I have Sweet, I have Cheat Day, Crumble, Decadent, and Sugared. Okay, so the next 5 shades are Cravings, Treat, 350, So Good, and Tempting. And then I swatched the last 6 shades. We have Yummy, Baker's Dozen, Hot and Fresh, Delish, Fluffy, and Stud Muffin. So these are all of the swatches of the Blueberry Muffin palette from BH Cosmetics. And here is what the palette looks like. Okay, so now I'm gonna swatch this palette, the Bubblegum palette. You guys have seen this in many different ranking videos before, but hopefully we will see if the Blueberry Muffin is a dupe in case BH never restocks this palette, which is what it's looking like at this current moment. So here are the first 5 shades and the next 3. Okay, so here are all the swatches. The shade names are Frozen, Pop, Sweet Tooth, Blueberry, Chili, Bubbles, Sweeten, and Single Scoop. These blues definitely swatched like a dream as well. So yeah, now that you guys have seen the swatches, I'm sure that gives you a good idea of what to expect from these two palettes. So without further blabbering, let's get into the demo portion of the video. So here's what we're working with. I feel like I'm going to be able to find enough similar shades to make it look really, really good. Like you guys won't be able to tell. So I'm not going to tell you which eye is what. This one looks nice. This is a Morphe M139. So I'm going to start off with the crease. I'm going to be wiping off the brushes, I think, in between. But let's start over here. It's blending, but it looks a little bit patchy on this eye. My husband is playing a zombie video game, so if you hear him, I apologize. Okay, cleaned off the brush. Now I'm going to switch eyes. Cleaned off the brush. I'm going to try a different shade. I think this is the one I should have used on this eye. Okay, cleaned off the brush, going back into the other palette. Cleaned off the brush. I don't know why I can't just do one eye at a time, like building both of them up at the same time. Okay, so now only one of these palettes has a like suitable-ish brow bone shade for me. So I'm going to grab a flat brush and I'm just going to use the brow bone on both eyes. So that's not going to be different. I've literally stopped using a brow bone highlighter. I don't know if people have noticed that for me, like with my makeup, but it's not something I remember to do all the time. I don't know why, but I know some people are like all about that brow bone highlight. So I guess it's just preference. Okay, so now I'm going to deepen up the outer corner. I'm going to stick to the same brush. I'm going to do this eye first. Okay, now on this eye. Okie dokie, and now we're going to do lid shade. I'm just going to clean off the brush I used for the brow bone, and I'm going into this without wetting the brush first. Ooh, this is such a pretty blue. I'm going to try it by wetting the brush just because I'm so curious. I think also my finger. Actually, let's try my finger. Ooh. Oh. Whoa. My finger just took that to the next level. Okay, I'm going to clean off the brush. I'm going to not wet this one because I want to see how well it does. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to try my finger too because... Okay, guys, what do you think? I am going to finish up the rest of my face and I will be right back to show you guys the final look and reveal which palette I used on which eye. Okay, guys, so here is the final look. I just want to let you know what's on my face. I do have the wrong shade of foundation on. I feel like this is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation and I got the shade Monaco. I feel like I was able to lighten it up a little bit, but I still feel like I look like hella tan. You guys will have to let me know what the deal is, but I was curious to try this foundation out and that was the only sample that I thought could maybe work with my skin tone. So I was like, might as well go for it. So I do apologize about that. I do have a Juvia's Place lipstick on. I will link it in the description box. I have my Milani highlighter on. I also ended up picking up this blush from Ofra. This is one of their collaboration blushes with Cameron White Beauty. And I was really excited. You guys will see why. Just give me a second here. I was really excited. It's like a bright orange, but for some reason I noticed that the highlighter was picking up more than the blush shade was because I was trying to get a mix of it. So I have a lot of highlighter on, and of course with the foundation shade being the wrong shade, I feel like I look hella tan, hella dewy, so I do apologize, but I hope you guys still like the makeup look. But now for the big reveal, which palette do you guys think is on which eye? Let me know. Pause the video, put it down in the comments. I want to know if you guys are going to guess correctly or not. Okay, guys, so if you guessed bubblegum on this eye, you are a winner. And if you guys guessed blueberry muffin on this eye, you got it right. So I had a lot of fun with this particular eye look situation. I feel like they look pretty similar. It would take a lot for somebody to be able to tell the difference. Like, obviously you would have to be quite the eyeshadow aficionado, which I feel like most people aren't going to be. But yeah, I had a lot of fun playing with both of these palettes. Now, like I said, I've had experience with this palette and the bubblegum palette is amazing. I have no idea if BH is going to be restocking this or not, which is why I really wanted to make the video comparison with the blueberry muffin, because if you guys like blue and you like affordable, maybe this one will carry you through until this restocks. But overall, I love this because it's condensed. It's 8 go-to shades of blue, and I feel like you can achieve a beautiful eye look with this. I love that there is a dark blue navy matte in this palette, and the only thing I feel like people would kind of be really picky about is the fact that there is no brow bone shade, like a traditional brow bone shade in this palette. But I feel like you could just use your highlighter if you are really strapped for a brow bone shade. I don't think this palette needed a beige colored shimmer shade that you had to put on your brow bone. As for inner corner, I used the shade Frozen in my inner corner and I loved how it looks. So I think this is still my favorite palette. Now, will this one get you through? I definitely think so, because like I said, the eyeshadow looks are very similar. Also, there are some beautiful cool tone neutrals in this palette, so you do get a little bit more. Some of the neutral shimmers are very similar as well as the matte, so I feel like, again, this could have probably been a smaller palette, but I think price point wise, these are either the same price or a couple of dollars different. I'll let you guys know. I'll try and remember to put all the stats in text form, so I'll put like weights and stuff like that on the screen for you guys, because honestly, I don't really pay a whole lot of attention to that kind of stuff. I'm just like, how much is the palette? Do I like the shades? Do I want to buy it? Yes or no? So that's kind of what I went with. So this has 16 shades, so you get double what you're working with the Bubblegum palette, and I think it is nice. Again, Bubblegum is my favorite, but I think you get more versatility with this palette. So if you're not feeling like doing a full-on blue eyeshadow look, you do have an option to do a neutral eyeshadow look. So I think this is such a great way for you guys to get a good BH palette, but also have the same quality and stuff like that. So I'm very, very excited that I picked this up, and I can tell you guys to grab this one in case you wanted the Bubblegum and you can't find it anywhere. I think the Blueberry Muffin is still a good dupe for the Bubblegum palette. So I hope that kind of answered some of your questions. If you guys have been curious and wondering, like, should we wait for the Bubblegum palette? Should we just go for the Blueberry palette? I think it's safe to say that the Blueberry palette is very satisfactory and almost gives you a little bit more. But if you are a colorful makeup lover, I think don't be intimidated. Go straight to what you came for, because we all have these neutrals over and over again in our collection. So those are my thoughts on the BH Cosmetics kind of battle of the blue eyeshadow palettes. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Were you guys surprised about each eye? Did you know? Have you picked up both of these palettes? If you've only picked up one, which one? Let me know your favorite. I want to hear all of your discussion down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I post quite often, and I will see you in my next video soon.